Hello, so we're going to have a look at question 1a, which you were asked to calculate, and this question was specifically focused on average rate of return. And what I've done here is I've put the information on the piece of paper that you were given in the case study. So let's just recap how we calculate the average rate of return. First of all, we need to add the net cash flows. So once we've added all the net cash flows, then we divide by the number of years. Once we've divided by the number of years, that'll give us an answer. Okay, that answer will be the average annual profit. And then what we do with the average annual profit answer is we then divide that by the initial cost and multiply it by 100. So average annual profit divided by the cost multiplied by 100, and that will give us our average rate of return. Okay, so we've recapped quite quickly how we calculate the average rate of return. We add the net cash flows together, we divide by the number of years. That answer will give us the average annual profit. Then what we do is the average annual profit divided by the cost multiplied by 100. So let's first of all go about adding our net cash flows together, and obviously that's called the cumulative cash flow. So obviously, first of all, we have, well, this is 400,000. I'm just going to write it out in full. So 400,000. Then we're going to add the 200,000. So we've still got a negative cumulative cash flow of 200,000. Again, we're going to add 280,000. So actually, our cash flow now turns positive. So cumulative cash flow of 80,000. And then we're going to add 370,000 onto that. And therefore that will leave us with a £450,000. Brilliant. Then what we need to do is we need to do the £450,000 divided by the number of years. So it was 3 years. So let's just do that calculation now. 450,000 divided by 3. That gives us an answer of £150,000. So the average annual profit was £150,000. Then what we need to do is we need to take that average annual profit of £150,000 and divide by the initial cost, multiply that by 100. Okay, so let's just do that down here. So we've got £150,000 divided by the initial cost, which was £400,000. And then we're going to multiply that by 100, and that will give us our average rate of return. So £150,000 divided by £400,000 multiplied by 100, and that will give us an average rate of return of 37.5%. So we've calculated our answer for question 1a. And obviously the key thing to remember here was that we add all the net cash flows together. So we've done that here with our cumulative cash flow. We divide that cumulative cash flow figure by the number of years, 3 years. The answer is obviously the average annual profit. So the average annual profit was £150,000. Then we divide that £150,000 by the cost, which was 400,000. We multiply by 100, and that gives us our average rate of return of 37.5%.